Hi, everyone. This is the Christmas song, I'll Be Home for Christmas. I hope you've all heard of this one before. Again, another classic, nice song. And this one we are going to pick. Okay, so we're going to pick this song. So we'll obviously be using the bottom line here with reference to the chords up above as we go. Now, there are some chords we don't play very often. If you look down here at the bottom of the screen, G minor 6, which is right here. C diminished, which is, where is it? Right here and right here. And then F minor 6. It's kind of a difficult chord, okay? So again, G minor 6 is basically all you're doing is you're putting your index finger on the 4th string, 1st fret, and then your middle finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Okay, C diminished. For those of you who remember what a diminished is, it meets our diminished rule because we're holding the C note, right there. So you're going to hold on the 2nd fret, you're going to hold the 1st string and the 3rd string with your index and middle finger. Then on the 3rd fret, you're going to hold the 2nd string and the 4th string with your ring and your pinky, okay? Again, on the 2nd fret, you're going to hold the 1st string with your index and the 3rd string with your middle. And then on the 3rd fret, you're going to hold the 2nd string with your ring and your 4th string with your pinky. That's C diminished. Okay, F minor 6, which is this chord right here. You're just going to bar your 1st fret, and then you're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd string of the 2nd fret and your ring finger on the bottom string of the 3rd fret. Okay, so you'll see that we have a lot of notes, and then you're going to have chords. You're going to play the chords just one time down with these. You're not going to do any strumming pattern. It's just like, for instance, on the first one right here, the C would be just, okay. There's a couple of things I want to point out to you in this song. When you play this song, make sure when you go to these D notes and the E note, which is here, make sure on this one, I want you to use your pinky, right? So I want you to come over here if you're playing, because if you try to come over here with your index or ring finger, it's going to be too hard to come back real quick. So what we're doing is we're just going to be reaching over with our pinky to play the D. Now, what I find difficult is trying to hit the D every time in the right spot exactly. So because if you're playing down here, then all of a sudden you reach over, and you don't really want to look because it takes too long. So you just kind of want to have that feel. You want to know where that D is with your pinky every time as you're playing. And then, well, of course, on the very bottom line here, we have an E. So the same thing, you're going to play your D and D minor 7, then you're going to have to come over here to the E string. Okay, that's a little harder, of course. There's one more chord in here, D minor 7. We all know D minor. We've played it a lot, which is the top 2 strings of your 2nd fret, and on your 1st fret, the 3rd string down. So for D minor 7, again, remember we got to add the C note with our pinky finger. Okay, just as a reminder, I didn't put it on there, but we've played that before. Okay, so now I'm going to play through the song really slow, and then because your fingers are going to do a lot of hopping around. Don't forget A minor 7 is just open. Add that one. But just so it's going to be difficult. It's a difficult song, but it's really beautiful once you get it down and you can start practicing it. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning, and I'm going to talk through by playing the notes, or by talking through the notes and the chords as we play the song. Okay, so I'm going to do it real slow. Here we go. You know what? Before we even start, if you want to look right here where this D7 is, all right, there's a little trick to playing this, because what happens is if you play your D7, right, and then you're hopping back and forth between that D's and the B's, what we can do here is once we play this D, right, this D note right here, okay, then we're going to come back and play the D7. Okay, so just keep your D7 and use your pinky and just keep the D7 chord on. It's hard to get it right that way. And then come back to D7, holding it. And then what you can do with that B note, all you have to do is lift your finger and play the B note, because you're already holding it with your index finger here. And then you got to play the D7 again. See, that's easier than switching back and forth every time and trying to pick those notes individually. So, okay, I'll point that out again once we get to that part in the song. So, hold on, just let me go over our bus a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Really, very slowly. Here we go. C chord, B. Now here comes D. See how we reach? I didn't look. Okay, then C diminished. Then just play the C note, right, as you're holding the diminished. And then G, then that D minor 7 twice. G7 twice. A minor 7. G, B flat, then this is the first G minor 6. A, D, D minor once, A7, then D minor 3 times. Please have snow. This is the first F minor 6. And then you play your F and mi, so, do, then A minor, B, and here we go, D. Now remember we're gonna hold that D7. Oops, too high. Then play the B, then D7 again. E minor 7, twice, then G7. C, B, B, G, C diminished. C, G, D minor 7 twice. G, G7 twice. A minor 7, G, B flat, G minor 6. Oh. And then F. And then D minor 7. Then F minor 6 again. C, G, C, G minor 6 again. A7, A, B, D minor 7. Then all the way up to E. And then F minor 6. Then D, and then C. C 3 times. Okay, difficult song, it really is. But if once you can get it down, you can start adding some wavers or oh man, that's cool. Christmas Eve will find me where the love like me. I'll be home for Christmas. Christmas only in my dreams. It's difficult, it really is. You can see I don't have it down all the way either. But practice it over and over a couple times. It'll get better and faster. And this is a good workout for your phalange, your fingers. They will definitely get a workout on this song. So enjoy I'll Be Home for Christmas. If you have any questions, just call, ask, write, email, and I'll answer anything for you need.